Harrison. I'm a family physician and the director of the Pragmatic Collaborative, which is a partnership between family physicians and other primary care providers and patients and government to try to learn how to make better use of existing therapies.
So how did you come to starting the Pragmatic Trials Collaborative?
So I was a family physician for many years in what you think of a typical family physician as doing. And because of an observation that a patient and I had and an opportunity to explore what they had observed using the administrative claims data in British Columbia, which is the information that every province tracks on you if you get admitted to hospital as to the reason why you were admitted, and some other information just that is created in the course of regular care. We were able to use that information to answer the question, and in the process I realized that the things that patients and providers already really cared about, so death, stroke, heart attack, hip fractures, and so forth, was already routinely being collected, and that if we could organize both volunteer family physicians and patients in a way that some people would do one thing and others would do the opposite, then we could use the claims data to determine which of those ways was better. So for instance, with the time of day that you use medication, or should you be less aggressive with certain medications, things like that, things that don't apply to a new product, but that talk about how do you use the tool you already have more effectively.
Like in diabetes, heart, and stroke?
Yeah, absolutely. So common conditions would be one thing we would want to study, things for which people already take medications, or common conditions for which there isn't good treatments, but for which there are some simple things that people could explore, which are not necessarily new products.
So who's in this Pragmatic Trials Collaborative with you?
There are over 700 people, most of them family physicians, but some of them pharmacists and nurses across Canada that have given us their email address as an expression of interest for participating. The largest number are in Alberta and in British Columbia, which is where we began, but we also have members in pretty much every other province.
So what does the Pragmatic Trials Collaborative do?
So we basically facilitate the trials that we described. So we would assist the family physician in identifying the patients that were in their practice that would be relevant for the study, and we give them materials that can be mailed to those patients. We cover the costs of the mailing, and so the patients are invited to participate in something for which there's a simple intervention. So like I was saying before, you might want to look at the time of day that a medication is used, because there is some suggestion that there are some important differences for some medications as to whether you take those medicines in the morning or in the evening. And then if patients want to participate, we talk with them, we make sure that they're eligible for the study, we get written informed consent from them to participate in the study and for their usual care data that the government collects on everyone to be used for the study. We randomize them, and then the physician and the patient discuss how to implement the intervention, and then we follow them for 3 or 4 years.